Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. MrRecon here, with the Girls 6 Battle 2 video for you guys. And today, we're going to be covering Gudanz's account on the account overlook video. I don't know what's up with this message. You want to go to war? Bulky? Whatever they did to make you mad, go for it. But I ain't part of it. The server that Gudanz is in is server 514. So, fairly new account. Very new server as well. So, it'll be interesting to look at. We'll start off with the girls real quick. You said you want to focus on PvE, so that's what you said in the email. So I'm going to focus on PvE stuff. If you want to talk about PvP, you can just follow the tier list. It's obviously Angelica's, Cassie's, Monica, the new girl came out. Those are you're going to be your top tier stuff right there. Holly, you know, pretty easy to explain. Oh, excuse me. First yawn of the day, actually. Woo. First one. Amazing, right? You pull for Diana, which can help you in tests, getting far in there. The problem with your Diana I see right now is looking at her. If you're doing tests, this shouldn't be Dancing Mask. You should have it as like Fate Guide while you're doing the test. Replace it that way that the energy goes off, because on her active is what deals the damage of dealing extra 148% of a target's attack damage to the target. So she does extra damage based on how much attack they have. So it's better for her, since she's 10 star and she doesn't have LBI 5 shields, is to go ahead and just use an active right away to get as much damage off them as possible before she dies, and then have your other girls try and finish them off. For test-wise anyways. That's where she's going to shine, mostly. Estel is obviously, you did great on that, grabbing her for PvE content. She's really great. The problem here is that I don't see a Phyrexy, and Phyrexy and Linky together work really well. You can argue that you really only need a Phyrexy for most modes, kind of. She works by herself. Sorry, excuse me. But pairing her with both Linky and them, you're going to do a lot more damage. So you can get the Linky to 10 star, leave her there. Get a Phyrexy at one point, leave her at 10 star, leave her there. And there's your two support girls right there. And then you can focus more on making your LB5s like Estral, Blair, Angelica, Cassie, even Von Helsing can do some stuff. But it's usually Angelica and Estral that do the most damage. Blair does more damage, but that's because if there's multiple targets and there's an Estel there, it will replicate the DOT marks and increase Blair's damage while increasing the DOT, how long it lasts for. So the reason Blair does so much damage is because of Estel's replication. So you're probably trying to shoot for 2 Estels, at least 1 Blair. Try and shoot for 2 Angies, at least 1 Cassie, hold that. Linky and Phyrexy there as well. Linky and Phyrexy you probably should want to do first, and then go for your Estels and your Angies and your Blair and stuff like that. As far as anything else we get out in the future-wise, we'll have to wait and see if we get another girl that's specifically for PvE. But that's going to be your go-to girls. Fenrir, depending on bosses like in Sky Island, she can do really well, but it's just situational, not all of them. It's pretty much all that I just said. Monica's pretty much PvP. Trinity can help out with Estel's damage, actually. There's someone in my guild that has Trinity, and they use the Trinity to help boost Estel's damage. So if at some point you don't have other girls to help boost your Estel, but you happen to run into Trinity copies, you can do that. She does help there. Not the best, but she does. She's a substitute for if like you don't say have a Linky and Phyrexy ready to go, kind of stuff like that. Jonah can help out in PvP or PvE as well. She's not obviously the best, but she's kind of like that middle one. Like if you don't have anything else to use, you can use her, kind of stuff. And then of course Angie's will be best for that, and the Phyrexys. As far as your count for PvP wise, to stay relevant somewhat with your server. Come on, exit out. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm dumb. Your Neff and your Mika should help you out for right now because you're in a fairly new server, and the Apate getting that up as well. Otherwise, if you get Angie's for PvE, that should help you out in PvP too. But yeah, that's covering the girls for what you got. I want to take a keynote here. I looked at your servant trait. You should have stopped deer at 120. I'm just trying to be nice about it, but that's really hard to look at. You should have focused on hunter. Usually you could argue other things are better, but as you're starting out, to help you out with most of the game modes within the game, as you're first starting your account, it's best to just get hunter to 120. Finish it there and then focus on another one, because hunter will help you out progress easier through stuff. But you shouldn't have went past 120 with deer. You're only going to 180 if you're like end game and you're doing UL stuff. Let's put it like that, okay? You can leave deer at 120. She just her levels up to 180, upgrading her these right here, or I should say her actives and stuff, doesn't really do that much. It doesn't really help out as much as, let's say, Hunter and Kraken do. So if you're more focused on PvE, I would stop leveling up your deer, start leveling up your Hunter, because Hunter on all core is better. Unfortunately, you're coming into a dilemma here. Either you keep working on deer's alt core, right? Because you've already started on it and you don't have any gold to reverse this deer and start working into a new pet. That would just be redundant at this point because we don't get any gold back, right? So either you start working on Hunter for... Well, you have to start working on Hunter for normal leveling it up right now. But it's your choice whether you want to start working on Hunter's alt core and leave deer there, which will slow your progress down anyways. Either way, it's just going to be stunted. Or keep leveling up the deer on alt core, right? So that's a hard decision to make. Because if you're focused on PvE, you kind of want to get that Hunter up both ways, alt core and levels. But you've already kind of committed the deer, so until you can get like 1 billion gold, then you can reverse the deer and then put the alt cores into something else. But you don't have any. You don't have that much gold. So, moving on from there. House exams. I saw this, right? So this is a common thing people were talking about. You already have a NEF. So like if you don't have a NEF, this is perfectly fine. I want to clarify that. Doing this right here, right? But you have a NEF. You should be going into the Angel faction, going as far as you can first there, and then doing the raids on this. Because the badges that you get from here is what you use to get Angels and Demons shards, right? So because Angels and Demons are the hardest to get in the game, this is a free way for you to get it. It just takes time. This is what I do when I'm doing house exams. I'll go into Angel first. I'll get it as quickly as I can, max it out, right? Obviously, you don't have to use gems. You can just do it normally. Get it to 80, right? And then I'll raid the 80. Or if I don't get it all the way, you raid whatever you get at, right? But I'll only raid Angel or only raid Demon because they both give the same badges. And then whenever I get my badges for rewards, where's the rewards? Right here. These right here, the honor badges, I'll put the honor badges also into the solar badges, right? I don't focus on these ones as far as rating wise. If you don't have a NEF and you can't get into Angel, obviously you're going to do the other ones, the normal factions, and then raid the normal factions to get value out of it. But because you have a NEF, you should be first prioritizing house exams Angel, going as far as you can on that, and then rating on that, and then if you can't go any further, then use the rest of your tickets for the rest of the time the house exam is up on other things that you can progress on to get resources. But always raid the house Angel, because the solar badges is what you're trying to get for. I know a lot of people may not understand that, but that's the one of the easy ways to get Angels and Demon Shards, but it takes a while to collect it and then use them. But it's still a free way to get it. That's what you should be trying to go for. Even if, let's say, the Angels and Demons right now that are out don't really help you as much because you're on PvE, except for maybe Angelica and Phyrexia, right? But maybe in the future, some Angel Demon comes out and they're really good for what you're trying to do, right? And you didn't save up the shards. And you're kind of stuck because you're not really trying to buy them or whatever. Or you run out of ruins, whatever the case may be. But if you put in solar badges, you just stockpile them up and then use them when you can for those Angels Demon shards. There might be that one girl that comes out in Angels Demons, and they comes out in shards, and you're like, I got you. I got all this saved up. I might have a chance of getting you. It's better than having no chance whatsoever at that point. As far as patrol goes, you're obviously first in your server, which is great. The NEF is not going to really take you that far to 100. You have a Mika and a NEF, so you might be able to pull it off. It's just going to take a lot of lucky RNG. If you had a Rogue, though, you probably could have done it already. Showing your antiques, though, maybe not as much, but Rogue would have had you a higher chance of getting higher. It's just going to be at this point, RNG-wise, and getting good fights against them and not getting really hard waves killing your girls. And make sure your girls stay healed up the whole time. That way you can keep going. A test, you're doing fine. Remember on the Diana to put the energy on them to do damage on it right away. Don't really... Oh, another side note here. You kind of... This is a... I don't really condone this. But you almost did 3 rounds, so hopefully you can finish this and then finish your other 60 to get to that Diana. I don't really condone. If I know that I'm not going to get to that pity, like I've been in a situation before, even though I'm pay to win, obviously, but if I know that I'm not going to get that copy, like I make sure I have 500 before I at least go for the girl of the week or whatever this comes out, right, for the pity pool section. If I don't have enough, then I know that the rest of the week that I'm not going to have enough capsules to get that extra copy, or wherever I land at, trying to go for an extra one, and I don't have 500 capsules just sitting on already, I will not push for that. Now, maybe you'll get that extra 60. I don't know what your plans were, but I would not have pushed this without knowing that I had that extra 60 to finish it off to make sure I got that Diana copy. Because let's be real, now everybody gets non-pities on the new girls all the time, so it's better to have that 500 to pull it in this situation, and hoping you get it on non-pity, and then end up being like at 490, let's say, and you're like, oh, I can't get that extra 10, I'm screwed, right? Kind of stuff like that. Also, if you don't have at least 1.5k or 2k capsules saved up, please don't go for new girls. Please don't waste your 500 caps on one round. Please don't do it with 1k capsules. Like maybe if it's Christmas and you're just starting out and you need stuff, or anniversary, you know, kind of like that, and you're fairly new in a new server, I can understand doing that, but we're not on anniversary, we're not on Christmas. So if you have 500 or 1k caps, don't do it. This is fine. You almost had 3k caps. I'm hoping you can finish these 60. I hope so. So that way you can at least get that extra Diana copy to help you with that. That's the only thing that I see a little on that note. Otherwise, everything looks fine. Looking at stuff, make sure you just save your ruins for what you need. I know you're a little low on ruins. Just save them up for now. Just try to, I guess you could say, to get your Estel copies or PvE copies that you need, you can start doing Lovely's Journey a little bit. Spend a little bit more on that. That'll help you out getting copies with the normal faction box there. So like doing 2 rounds if you can, or at least getting to the 2nd round of normal faction box. That'll help you get those copies every month to start building your PvE team right now, because they are in that box. So that'll help out. All right, Gudanz, that's all I got for you. That's all I'm going to talk about on your account. It's not that bad for a new account. Little things you could fix and work on here and there to make it better. But hey, that's the point of these videos. That's the point that you sent me to ask you to look at this. But overall, it's not bad. So I give you that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you today. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Gudanz's account. Don't be too harsh on Gudanz. And just leave a comment down below what you think. If you have any further questions, or you would like to have an account overlook video done for yourself, there's a email in the description down below. You can email me there on what you want. Make sure you make a quick link account. Quick link account is going to be, let me show you real quick. It is the bottom one, not Line login, not Google login, not Facebook login. I will not log in with those. It has to be quick login. If you want to know how to do a quick login, sorry, you go to the GM chat here, click on that, and then ask them in there to make you a quick link. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you. Stay safe out of this crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.